¿Hola?
A woman was walking calmly down a quiet street at night when she suddenly heard strange sounds. Later, she discovered that the noises were coming from a well.
¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon eso? ¿Qué? Se oye allá abajo. ¿Hola? ¿Hola?
When she looked inside, she saw something inexplicable. In the well was a dark silhouette resembling a human, but it was clearly not a person. As she studied it, the creature, realizing it was being watched, let out a strange, terrifying sound. In the second video, a TikTok user showed footage that is difficult to explain. The man simply turned on his camera and captured something that perhaps should never have been seen. Unknowingly, a man captured something terrifying on video. Through the window, you can see a man inside the apartment fighting, struggling for his life. And nearby, a tall, horrifying silhouette. Its proportions are unnatural, its movements eerily precise. With every passing second, the scene grows even more terrifying. A man named Nikolai says that he arrived at the end of the season to dismantle a haunted house, and he noticed something strange. By the cone lay a doll, broken and disheveled. He didn't even know it existed and had no idea where it came from. But the most terrifying thing, the doll was switched on. Hearing the doll's words, goosebumps ran all over Nikolai's skin.
So this is fucking creepy. We're here breaking down the haunted house for the season. Just casually was walking over here. Just noticed that there's something by the cone.
Do you want to play with me and all my friends? Come out wherever you are.
This was not in the corn maze. This was not in the house.
Why do you look so scared? Everyone in the graveyard just wants to be friends.
No idea where this came from, and it's powered up.
I love the cemetery, especially at midnight, when it's colder, when the other children are long asleep, and the dead awaken.
Yeah,
Do you want to play with me and all my friends? Come out wherever
That's gonna stay there. That's yeah. That's gonna stay there. I don't know where it came from, and yeah, this is the life of.
The doll's words were terrifying. It would be one thing if it were Nikolai's doll, but according to him, he didn't even know where this doll came from. The doll itself looked very creepy, tattered and worn, as if it could hear Nikolai's words and was trying to respond in its own way. Every movement it made put him on edge. Nikolai stepped back, unsure of what to do next.
Yo! That's my voice!
In the next video, the man was home alone on the second floor. The night was quiet until he suddenly heard strange noises coming from downstairs. At first, he thought it was just a house creaking, but the sounds kept repeating again and again. When he walked closer to the stairs and listened carefully, he heard something that made him feel a chill. It was his own voice. A voice coming from the first floor.
I think I'm crazy. I'm home alone. I'm hearing myself. I hear my own voice. I'm hearing my own voice. I'm telling you, bro. I hear my own... Listen. Listen. Bro, I'm bugging. Yo! 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 What the fuck? Yo! Who is it? Yo! I'm bugging out! What the fuck? Yo! That's my voice! What the fuck is going on?
The man claims that the voice coming from downstairs was his own. He was completely alone in the house. There was no one else there but him. So whose voice was it, and how could it be heard from the first floor if the man had been upstairs the whole time? According to him, he checked the entire first floor, found no one, and nothing unusual. Yet the feeling that someone had been there didn't leave him, even after he went to bed. A woman posted a video on TikTok, footage from her son's room camera. It seemed like an ordinary day. Her son was playing his computer games, but what happened next terrified everyone. No one could really explain what happened. All that's left is to watch and try to understand. While the boy was playing his games, a dark silhouette appeared behind him. It was tall, motionless, and seemed to be waiting for something. According to the mother, No one else was in the room besides her son. The camera recorded everything, and the video was later posted on TikTok, shocking everyone who watched it. An office worker says that unusual events still happen at her workplace to this day. Some employees have even experienced it themselves. While she was in the bathroom, she heard the strange sounds of a toy. That's when she started recording everything that was happening.
I'm at work. I'm the only person here. And I fucking hear. Oh my god, I'm fucking scared. The scary movie says you don't go see what's going on. But what the fuck? I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die.
It seems like the sounds were coming from that toy. But one thing still doesn't make sense. After all, it's just a regular children's xylophone. And if no one hits it with the mallet, it shouldn't make any sounds. Everything in this video seems strange. The woman is certain that something is definitely wrong here. But then what happened with the toy? Maybe someone did it on purpose, or was just playing a prank on her. But she says that she was alone in the office at that moment, and that other employees had experienced similar unexplained incidents before. In the comments under her video, people fall into two types. Some believe her, while others say it's all staged. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. A girl was filming her small attic room, which was covered in dirt and dust. She says she had only been there twice and had tidied up a little before filming. At first, the video seemed cute and ordinary, but suddenly she showed a hole, and when she pointed the camera inside, something unexpected appeared in the frame.
So I have this little room up in my attic, and I want to show you guys what I found in here. But first, look at this. I've been up here 2 times. I've lived in this house for 3 years, and I've been here. This will be my 2nd time. And I started doing some picking up, but that's my house down there. And this is, so if you close the door, look how tiny it is. But look at the doorknob. It's literally a foot away from the ground. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Okay, so anyways, let me just open that up real quick. I found this little guy up here. he has like a little thing to put batteries, which I'm going to try and see if it works. That'll be so cool, but it's so old and dusty. And I found him back here in this hole. I covered it back up because it's a little scary, but it's full of things. What was that?
When she looked inside the hole, she noticed another one. And it was from this second hole that someone peered straight into the camera and quickly stepped back. It was almost impossible to tell who it was. Maybe it was a friend or a relative, but the woman was very frightened and later said that she was alone at home. No one else was there. A few days later, she posted a follow-up on TikTok and explained everything in detail. To those who thought the hole led down or to another room, she showed on video that there was no hole underneath at all. She also said that she was home alone and simply cannot explain what happened that day.
All right, guys, real quick. This is the hole that leads up to the attic, that leads to the room that goes this way. So once you go up to the attic, the door is right here, and then the big room is here. And I don't have a drop down, so I've been using this 6-foot ladder to go up there. And I have to climb my way up the last half because I don't have a long enough ladder. But the intention was to go up there to put these things and use that as a closet upstairs. But anywho, let me show you that there's no holes on the ceilings real quick. So that's one. This is a room, and there's no holes up there, just this big hole that leads up to the attic. And then the living room, there's no holes. Okay, there's a room, there's a hole there, but that's a vent, so I mean it's you can't really see what was seen on the previous video. Plus I was by myself, there was nobody in here, there was nobody walking around. This is the closet, and then there's one more. Let me show you guys. This is another room. Again, no holes in the ceilings. Another vent, but no like visible holes that you could see through. And then the closet, no holes, but there is a weird little door again. I don't know what's up with the weird little doors. That one's sealed. You can't open it. It's sealed. Let's go upstairs.
And in the lower floor, there really was nothing. No hole, no windows leading to the attic. Perhaps she's hiding something. Or maybe there really is a hole in her attic that leads to who knows where.
Here already, and I got to the room, and I want to show you guys. I cleaned up a little bit, but to answer some of your questions, someone asked, what does this window lead to right next to the door? And I don't know. It's sealed, and there's like, yeah, it's just covered with siding. And then how did the furniture get up here? I'm assuming somebody built this up here. However, I don't know how this chair got up here. It's pretty big. I'm assuming right before they built the room, maybe they put it up here. I don't know. And then for the hole, there, as you can see, there's electricity. Oh, something else. These cables, these were all plugged in, and they go this way. Let me grab this light. So I'm gonna show you guys. But you go here. 1 second, because so the wires go all the way in here, and they're connected to something that just, there's more trash on this side of the house. See? Oh shit, there's a big ass one. Okay, so that's that side, right? The left side. But the right side, Let's go take a look at the right side real quick. It's so hot in here. Oh boy. Okay. So, there's no mirrors. I know you guys were saying, oh, there's a mirror. There's no mirror. No holes. Just trash. Like, I don't know.
When she showed the inside of that hole for the second time, the second hole that had been inside disappeared. Where did it go? The woman said there was no hole here at all. So what did we see in the previous video? The hole itself is now secondary. What's much more intriguing is who or what was inside and peered into the camera. In the previous video, a quick movement can be seen, but it's impossible to tell who or what it was. A woman named Sydney shares a story about a terrifying experience she once went through. That weekend, there was going to be a wedding, so Sydney rented a large and beautiful house. But her dog started behaving very strangely. It refused to go up the stairs. No matter how hard Sydney tried, the dog would freeze halfway up the staircase, as if it couldn't move. Later, Sydney decided to check the stairs and looked under the carpet to see if there was anything that could have caused the dog's strange behavior. But there was nothing there. Then Sydney began to think that maybe the problem wasn't the carpet at all, but something beneath the stairs. After all, there was a basement right under them, and it was locked. After hesitating for a moment, Sydney finally decided to check the basement. She turned on the light, slid her phone under the door to record what was inside, and this is what she captured. The door handle began to move on its own, as if someone was trying to turn it from the inside. Later that night, she noticed a curtain moving on the second floor, so Sydney went upstairs to check what was going on. It turned out the window was open, and she decided to close it. But at that moment, something unexplained happens again. Look closely.
Touch it.
Something invisible begins to move the dog's leash, while the dog freezes once again at the same spot on the stairs. With fear, but also great curiosity, Sydney decides to try again. She slides her phone under the door once more, hoping she might capture something this time. Suddenly, something snatches the phone from her and drags it all the way down the basement stairs. Then, as if defying all logic, the phone begins to rise on its own. next day, her sister and the owner of the house came to retrieve the phone and check the house. They wanted to make sure that no one else was inside. A man works at a nursing home on the night shift. One night, while doing his routine checks, he noticed that an elderly woman was not in her own room. He decided to warn her, but she remained silent, as if completely unaware of his presence.
Alright, so I work night shift at this old folks home. There's nobody in this room, supposed to be in this room. This has been freaking me the hell out. Hello? Ma'am? Hello? This isn't your room, there's no furniture in here. Hello? Hello? Ma'am? Hello? There's nothing in this room, ma'am. Screw that.
Later he said that when he returned to the room, the elderly woman was gone. The room was completely empty. She had simply disappeared. But the creepiest part came later. When they checked the patient records, they realized there was no such patient in the facility. No one knows who she was or where she came from. The creator of this video left his house for a magic show and returned to a nightmare. While he was away, unexplainable things started happening in his home. When he checked the cameras, he saw a strange bell ringing and dark shadows moving across the kitchen. At that moment, he realized something had entered the house. A priest said these might be demonic forces. He was advised to go immediately to a church for a blessing. All of this is happening for real, says the creator. After the narrator speaks, the video becomes even more terrifying. Black shadows move everywhere, as if all the spirits in the room have gathered. They glide along the walls, whispering incomprehensible words. Objects move on their own: chairs, cabinets, The ringing of the bell grows louder and louder. The video's author would be wise to get out of here as quickly as possible, because clearly, events are happening here that cannot be explained.